At 47, after losing everything, his business, his marriage, his health, Marcus found a single Stoic principle that rebuilt his entire life in 18 months. He realized his life was a blur of reactive decisions, not conscious choices. This isn't just his story, it's the silent epidemic eroding the potential of millions. You are caught in its current. You drift, react, survive, but you do not truly live. The challenge is simple: stop the drift. Reclaim every moment. Autopilot isn't just about routine. It's a profound absence of presence. It's when your body moves through the motions while your mind is lost in yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's anxieties. Data shows that for the average adult, nearly 47% of their waking hours are spent mind-wandering, not engaged with the present moment. This isn't living, it's merely existing, allowing life to happen to you. This mental haze prevents true growth, true connection, true joy. Seneca warned us, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it. Consider the sheer volume of wasted potential. A recent study tracked individuals for a decade and found that 82% reported feeling unfulfilled despite achieving financial milestones, attributing it to a lack of conscious engagement with their goals. You might hit your targets, accumulate wealth, achieve status, but if you were asleep through the process, what did you truly gain? The cost of unconsciousness is your most precious asset: time. The illusion of control is autopilot's most dangerous trick. You believe you're in charge because you're following a predictable path, but that path was often set by habit, fear, or external expectations, not deliberate choice. Think of a river. It flows, it has momentum, but it's bound by its banks. Are you that river, or are you the one charting its course? Autopilot is simply a reaction to external stimuli, a surrender of your inner agency. The first step to breaking free is brutal self-awareness. Marcus Aurelius commanded, "Dig deep down inside yourself, for there is a fountain of goodness ever ready to flow if you will always dig." This isn't superficial reflection, it's a daily excavation. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? Was this choice deliberate or merely inherited? Dr. Alana Reed's research in cognitive behavioral therapy highlights that clients who journal for just 10 minutes daily see a 60% increase in self-awareness within 3 months. Start digging now. Your morning sets the tone for your entire day. If you wake up and immediately react to notifications, you've already ceded control. Instead, cultivate an intentional morning ritual. Spend 15 minutes in quiet contemplation, reviewing your priorities, preparing your mind. This isn't about productivity hacks, it's about conscious intention. For example, CEO David Chen dedicates his first hour to silent reading and planning, a habit he credits with a 25% increase in his daily focus and decision clarity. Own your mornings. Epictetus taught, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This is the bedrock of conscious living. Autopilot responses are conditioned, conscious responses are chosen. When frustration strikes, do you immediately react with anger, or do you pause, analyze, and decide your most effective path forward? Dr. Evelyn Hayes, a behavioral economist, demonstrates that a deliberate pause mechanism, even for a mere 6 seconds, can improve decision quality by up to 30%. Reclaim your reactions. Break the chains of comfort. Autopilot thrives in predictability. To dismantle it, you must actively seek discomfort, new challenges, try a different route to work, learn a new skill, challenge your ingrained beliefs. If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid concerning external things, Epictetus advised. When you intentionally step outside your comfort zone, your brain forms new neural pathways, literally rewiring itself. This isn't just theory. Neuroplasticity research shows that learning novel tasks can increase brain activity in key areas by 15% within weeks. Practice premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils. Before facing a challenge, consider what could go wrong and how you would respond. This isn't pessimism, it's preparedness. It strips away the shock value of adversity, allowing you to choose your response rather than react impulsively. Firefighters, for example, drill emergency scenarios repeatedly, reducing their reaction time by up to 50% in real crises. Apply this mental rehearsal to your daily life. Anticipate the distractions, the frustrations, and prepare your conscious antidote. Digital devices are potent autopilot enablers. They offer endless distraction, allowing your mind to drift effortlessly. Studies indicate the average person checks their phone 150 times a day, often without conscious intent. This constant stream fragments your attention. Implement digital detox periods, designate tech-free zones or hours, turn off non-essential notifications. Don't let a tiny screen dictate your presence. Reclaim your focus from the digital abyss. Extend consciousness to your consumption. Are you eating mindlessly, scrolling through content without engagement, or speaking without true listening? Every interaction, every bite, every piece of information you take in is an opportunity for presence. Dr. Angela P. Johnson's research at the University of Cambridge revealed that individuals who practiced mindful eating consumed 18% fewer calories and reported 40% higher satisfaction with their meals. Engage your senses. Taste your food, hear the words, see the nuances, live deliberately. At the close of each day, perform a self-audit, a practice adopted by Stoics and Pythagoreans alike. When you review your day, ask yourself, what went well? What could have gone better? Where was I on autopilot? This isn't about judgment, it's about data collection. A recent study of executives found that those who spent 15 minutes reflecting at day's end improved their performance by 23% over 10 weeks. This conscious review solidifies lessons and sharpens your intent for tomorrow. Your growth depends on it. The power of no is the shield against external autopilot. When you say yes to every request, every obligation, every perceived opportunity, you implicitly say no to your own conscious agenda. This leads to an overloaded schedule, fragmented attention, and profound resentment. Dr. Lena Peterson's work on personal boundaries reveals that individuals who effectively say no to non-aligned tasks recover 3-5 hours weekly for their own priorities. Your time is finite. Protect it fiercely. Say no with intention. Fear is autopilot's silent partner, compelling you to stay within the familiar, the safe. But true safety lies in growth, in conscious engagement with life's challenges. Seneca wisely stated, "He who fears death will never do anything worthy of a living man." What comfort zone are you unwilling to leave? What risks are you avoiding because the unknown triggers anxiety? Confront that fear. The act of stepping into the uncomfortable, even in a small way, is a declaration of conscious freedom. Autopilot shies away from failure, viewing it as an endpoint. Conscious living embraces failure as data, as a rigorous teacher. Every misstep, every stumble, holds invaluable lessons if you choose to observe, learn, and adapt. Companies like SpaceX famously build and test prototypes, expecting failures, knowing each iteration brings them closer to success. Their average success rate for initial rocket launches has improved by over 20% in the last decade, primarily due to this iterative, learning from failure approach. Don't fear the fall, analyze the landing. Connect with genuine presence. Autopilot often relegates human interactions to superficial pleasantries or digital exchanges, but deep connection, the kind that nourishes the soul, demands your full attention. Look into their eyes, truly hear their words, put away your phone. Dr. Janice Palmer's long-term study on relationship satisfaction revealed that couples who practiced active listening for just 15 minutes daily reported a 35% increase in relationship quality after 6 months. Be fully present for the people in your life. It's a profound act of conscious living. Infuse purpose into every action. The greatest antidote to autopilot is a clear why. Why are you working this job? Why are you pursuing this goal? Why do you live this way? When your actions are tethered to a deeper purpose, they transcend mere routine. Viktor Frankl, a survivor of the Holocaust, proved that even in the most horrific circumstances, finding purpose sustained life. Articulate your why. Let it be the conscious force behind every step you take. This clarity alone can boost motivation by up to 50%. This isn't a one-time fix, it's a lifelong commitment. Breaking free from autopilot is a constant vigilance, a continuous practice. There will be days you slip, days you revert to old patterns. Do not despair. Acknowledge it, learn from it, and gently guide yourself back to presence. Just as a musician practices scales daily, you must practice consciousness daily. Consistency is the silent force that transforms sporadic effort into irreversible habit. A 2021 study on habit formation showed that individuals who consistently applied new positive habits for 66 days saw an 80% success rate in maintaining them long-term. Consider your legacy. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think, Marcus Aurelius urged. This isn't morbid, it's empowering. If you were to vanish tomorrow, what would be the sum total of your conscious choices? Would it be a life lived deliberately or a blur of reactions? Your conscious choices are the brushstrokes of your existence. Every moment you reclaim from autopilot adds depth, color, and meaning to the masterpiece that is your life. What story are you consciously telling? The choice is stark. Continue to drift, allowing life to happen to asterisk you or awaken. This moment right now is your opportunity, not tomorrow, not next week. Choose presence, choose intention, choose to be the sculptor of your days, not merely the clay. Your life is not a dress rehearsal, it is the main event. Stop living on autopilot. Reclaim your consciousness, live now.